less than a cheeseburger at McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's, so I wouldn't know, but is that a good analogy or a good comparison? I don't know. You beautiful ones out there must know. I'm not saying that all of you eat McDonald's. I'm not saying that at all, guys, because, you know, some of you must eat McDonald's at some point, and I even eat McDonald's at some point, but I don't eat there regularly enough to know the price of a double cheeseburger. Okay? Okay. Morning, everyone. How are you all doing today? Today is day 4 of my Hampshire holiday vlog, and we're all going to go into town and then possibly go and get coffee or something like that. They're all taking ages and ages and ages to get ready, and I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning. Had a bit of a lie-in today. I thought, why not treat myself while on holiday? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, about half 3, 4 o'clock this morning, but it's now coming up to 10, half 10. I don't really know, but they're just taking ages and ages and ages to get ready. I'm in the shower and straight out. Do you know what I mean? Relatives. Anyway, guys, I will be in touch very, very soon. And yep, so okay. Speak to you soon. Here we are in the car park. This is my sister. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, people. How are you? And this is my sister Sean, and this is so beautiful. And here I am back after my venture out this morning. I've been into town and we went for lunch and had a really lovely time. The weather's it's starting to cloud over a little bit now in Hampshire. So what better time than to do a Foundation review, eh? So I thought perhaps we could do a blind review on the Keep On Glowing foundation from Poundland, and this was £1, no, £3 I think, up at £2 or £3 anyway, one of the cheapest foundations in the world, ridiculous price. And this is one of those glowy ones, and this isn't a silicone based one, so I'll have to try and play with this in different ways to get the most out of it. And this is in colour latte, and I also got, where's the other one? And I also got a new foundation brush, and this is a Kabuki foundation brush, so we'll try that with these two together, shall we? Again from Poundland. I think this was £2, £3, I can't remember exactly. It may have even just been about £1.50. That's how much that cost, £1.50 for my new foundation brush. This was £3. I also got a, don't ask me why I got this, guys. I've no idea why, because I don't wear blush or any colour cosmetics, but that's a an angled blush brush. I tried to fob it off with my sister, but she didn't want it because she doesn't wear makeup either. So, well, I also got, because my old beauty blender is looking a bit myxomatosis, isn't it? So I got a new one of these, much smaller though, so maybe I could get into the nooks and crannies of this old chops, or these old chops. And I also got a bottle of Avenge aftershave, and they had a tiny little 30ml bottle in Pound. If I keep calling it B&M, I don't mean to. I know it's Poundland, but in my mind, I don't know why I keep calling it B&M, but I just associate the two and don't really know why. But it so isn't B&M, it so is Poundland. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, they had a tiny little 30ml sample of this, or tester if you like, and I spritzed it all over my entire neck and all over my hair, and it just smelled really, really nice. And when I got out of the shop, I let my sister smell it. She said it smells peppery. So I thought it smelled a little bit like gravy in the old shop, but, you know, my sister said it smelled peppery, so I thought, one to winner there. So I went back and got a big bottle of this. This was £4, and that's 100ml, and that's called Avenge pour Homme Eau de Toilette. That's very nice. And what we'll do is we'll do a blind review on this. I don't know if there's any literature on this online or what, but this is called the Keep On Glowing foundation. What's it called? Keep On Glowing. I need my glasses. Sorry, guys. Pretty blind without them, guys. Keep On Glowing Illuminating Foundation in shade Latte, and this is light coverage. Can you see that there? Yeah, you can see that, can't you? The light's much better. I've got my studio light with me, which is just over here. Beautiful one. So let's play around with this stuff, shall we? Why not? So guys, the subject of today's blind review is going to be the Keep On Glowing Illuminating Foundation by, which company is this by? Let me have a look. Makeup Gallery. Can you see that at the top there? Maybe it won't pick it up, but yeah, there you can see that, can't you? Makeup Gallery, and this is called Keep On Glowing Illuminating Foundation, or Foundation, as most people call it. I don't know why I keep calling it Foundation. It's just my one of my things which pleases me for some reason. I'm a bit weird like that, but shall I get on with the review rather than talking about my ruining words or destroying words. I'll do that, shall I? Okay, right. So and this is, can you see that? It's sheer coverage, and this is in shade latte. You won't be able to, it won't pick that up because it's such small writing. Can you see that there? It says latte. It's gone again. Okay, and I think, as I said, this is factory sealed. And this is one of those glow giving foundations, you know, one of those really glowy ones. So, and it's a 30ml bottle. It's a beige plastic tube, and there's a sort of a frosted sort of pink twist off lid, and I assume that underneath it's one of those you know, those spout or tube dispenser sort of thing. So I'll just remove the cellophane or the shrink wrapping. Can you, sorry guys, I'll show you what I'm doing here, oughtn't I? And this will be a first impressions and a full blind review as well. And as I say, I don't know whether there's any literature online or not. And should we use my new, no, we don't want that one, we want this one. And this is £1.50, guys, one of the cheapest brushes I think I've ever come across. And this is Kabuki Brush Blends Foundation and Diffuses Concealer. Right, okay, let's talk about the foundation a little bit more, shall we? So yeah, that's the 30ml bog standard foundation size, and the colour, I assume, because I tried it on the back of my hand. Again, I know I've told you, beautiful ones, not to do that because the hand, you know, totally different colours, aren't they? Totally different, but doesn't matter, does it? Right, so, can you see that? It's like a strange little, I don't know what that plastic plug thing is in there. Does anyone know? Should I just try and pull it out? Okay, it just comes, oh, I assume it's where they've poured the plastic into the, to where the lid's formed. Do you know what I mean? They inject it, don't they, into moulds, and I think that might just be a remnant of the old moulds. What I'll do is I'll just, doesn't say, there's no instructions on the bottle at all. No, there's only ingredients and where it's made, where it's manufactured. And they're the ingredients on. There's no silicones in this foundation at all. And I'll just put a little bit on the back of my hand for you beautiful ones to have an observation, or an observation would be probably better than trying to speak or trying to be all cocky as I usually am. So can you see that blob of there? And that's a very good colour match to me, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so I'll just finger blend that in. I won't use my middle finger today, guys. I'm getting mushrooms. I don't know why, guys, but I'm getting fungi and mushrooms from this foundation. Yeah, there's a definite mushroomy sort of scent to it. There's certainly none of that silicone sort of smell because this isn't a silicone foundation. But come back here a little bit because, as I said, the studio light's just here and it's really bright. So that looks pretty glowy, doesn't it? Can you see the reflect? And this will be a very, very sheer. Yeah, it is very, very glowy. I don't think it will give very much coverage really at all because it is it's a sheer coverage foundation. Okay, and we'll apply it with this one, shall we? Get it open now. Oh, he said fighting with it. Why do they do this? Right, okay. Sean, what could I do? Nasty, isn't she? She just said I can mind my own business. Bitch. We do get on very well though. Right, so I've got my Kabuki brush all ready to go, and this is my Kabuki foundation brush, and I'll get some of this on the back of that hand. And how much do you want me to put on? Shall I put quite a bit on? Let's give this a fair old, oh bloody hell, look how much I've got there, guys. Great big wallop of the old foundation. So we've got to give this a fair go though, beautiful ones, haven't we? So what I'll do is I'll just, well, I might doing this all, I'll have to transfer it over, sorry guys. I've just transferred it onto the back of that hand, and this has already got the foundation from before on. Can you see that? Sorry, look at that lump there, I should say, not can you see, because I know perfectly well you can see. Right. Sorry guys. Right, so all of the foundation's now on the Kabuki brush, and what we'll be doing is we'll be stippling to start off with. So just stipple onto the choppies. And my skin's nose diving again, guys. It's horrible at the moment. Kind of got a big lump on my old nose earlier. It was ever so stressful for me. So I did bring my salicylic acid peel with me, which is, I don't know if I like the smell of this foundation. It stinks of fungi or mushrooms, as I said earlier. So I'm supposed to be stippling this in, aren't I? And by stippling it in, beautiful ones, what you're doing is you're pushing the foundation into the crevices of your face, which then coats the skin. Coats blackheads and stuff like that, basically. Does that make sense? Hopeful, guys. Right. I'll bring it down onto the old neck. Otherwise, we'll have a tied line, won't we? I'm not really enjoying the smell of this one at all. It's not perfumed. It just stinks of fungi or mushrooms. And do I like this brush? Not really. Feels really cheap as well, cheap and nasty. Mind you, it was only £1.50, wasn't it? I suppose I could stick it in my kit, couldn't I? Let's just keep stippling this one into the old choppies. Can you see how illuminating it is though here? On the skin, it hasn't quite dried yet, so I'd say it takes a good 2 or 3 minutes drying time, but I'll just I'll keep working it in. How are you all today? Are you all okay? Hope so. It is Wednesday today. I worked that out before we left. I actually opened up my phone and looked, and on purposely found out the day today, so I know today's definitely Wednesday. I don't know what's up with me at the moment, guys. I don't know if I'm coming or going. Still, part of my charm, isn't it, beautiful ones? Part of my annoyance. Because I'm sure I must annoy some of you out there. You can't all like me, do you know what I mean? We can't all like each other, can we, guys? Right. Is that enough on the old chops for one application, do you reckon? Or go into the ears as well, guys. And with a kabuki brush, you can sweep and stipple at the same time. So stipple first and then sweep, and then go back in and stipple and sweep, and that way you get a much more blended look. Something and nothing, this, isn't it? For £3 again. Do you know what I mean? But sorry, it's just a smell. It just stinks of fungi. There's a very funny sort of garden shed sort of composty sort of mushroomy sort of smell. That's the only thing. Autumn leaves. That's all I can. That's all I can think that this foundation reminds me of. And can you see on there? You can see the colour of that now, can't you? Now it's oxidised on the back of ye olde rubberami. Stop it! Put that arm down now. Okay, will do. Devil on shoulder. Always telling me what to do, bloody thing. Right, okay. Right, stop blending now. Stop blending now. Stop blending. Okay, so right, that's more than enough blending for that application. Let's have an inspection, shall we, guys? Come in a little bit closer. I'll have to bring the camera a little bit closer, so we're back in a sec. Right, guys, that's got you in a little bit close. Obviously, I'll need to go and fix old beard and brows, because they've been covered in cheap Poundland or B&M foundation. Must stop calling it B&M, mustn't I? It's not B&M, it's Poundland. But what do you reckon? It's very glowy, isn't it? Can you see here and here and on my foot? I'm quite. I'm on the cusp of hating this foundation, actually, guys. I'm not going for it at all, because the smell is just awful, but I think I prefer this smell to a heavily perfumed foundation. But it's a close run race though, guys. So or a close lost race, or so shut up. Yeah, I'll shut up. Okay, right. Let's have a little inspection, shall we? What do you think at home? It certainly perfects the skin, doesn't it? Can you see the little thing that happened to my nose earlier? Little red mark on my old schnufter. I think I need to just do some more blending. Sorry, guys. Try and work that into the crevices of my nose, into my facial cellulite, as I call it. Bring that down onto the neck a little bit more, maybe a little bit more on the ears, and I'll go in for a second layer in a minute, guys. But what do you think, honestly, though? I mean, I don't know what to make of this one. I've got it all over my glasses as well, so I can't see anything now. Totally blind. Sorry. Oh, honestly, though, beautiful ones, what do you think? It's very glowy around here, and again, my studio light, I said that for the umpteenth time today, my studio light is off to my right, and it's illuminating this side of my face. Now if I come round, if I just turn that way, I can't see anything apart from, obviously I'm not a chameleon, my eyes aren't out on sticks, so I can't actually look that way when I'm trying to look that way. But if some of you could write in the comments how this looks when I'm looking in this direction, that would be wonderful. What do you think? How many times am I going to say what do you think today? Doesn't matter really, does it? Okay, so what I'll do, I'll take a set of photos and I'll clear this layer off my my moustache and my beard and my eyebrows, and then we'll I'll come back and I'll try a little bit more on. Shall I do that? Okay. Right, beautiful one. So I've decided I had a bit of a rethink. I'm going to change the name of this from Keep On Glowing to the Fungus Foundation or Fungal Foundation, because it stinks of mushrooms or autumnal found. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But okay, so here's a photo of me. I'm about to move out of the way. Here's a photo of me looking straight out of the window into natural daylight. Very natural looking finish on this foundation though. It's very glowy, but you can't tell if I've got anything on my skin. This one's me looking to the right. And again, for £3, this one's me looking to the left. You know, for £3, you can't really go wrong, can you? Apart from the smell, again. It's not as nauseating as Bourjois or the which one was it? Maybelline, wasn't it? The Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid or whatever, that just made me want to... Sorry, guys. And this one's taken from above. Okay, guys, so, yep, I'm not very pleased with the smell of this one at all. It honks, absolutely honks. But the finish on the skin, I guess, is quite good. It depends whether you can take the smell or not. But as I said, I suppose it's better than having one which is heavily perfumed, because it doesn't last long either, guys. It's gone now. I put it on about maybe 10 minutes ago now. Yeah, about 10 minutes ago now, and the smell's totally gone now. So whereas the Bourjois foundation and the Maybelline one did linger for quite a long time, didn't it? Yes, guys, it did. Okay. Right, now then. So, shall we have a look and see if we can build this one up a little bit? Why not? Let's do that, shall we? So again, take that. Sorry, that's a good amount of foundation there. Sorry, guys. Right, okay, so again, I'll just load all of that onto my brush. Can you see all of that on there? And I'll have to wash this as soon as I'm finished here. So again, stipple it in. That's what these kabuki brushes are for. They're brilliant for, although this one's rubbish, but there we go. Again, it was only £1.50, wasn't it? And kabuki brushes can be really, really expensive, but this one was a bargain bucket, although it is rubbish, as I just say, do you know what I mean? But just keep blending it in, pushing it into the pores. And once it's there, once it's on your skin and you've pushed it in, then you can start to sweep over. It's not very dense, this brush, do you know what I mean? It's it's not very firm. It's a pretty soft kabuki brush, which is not how kabuki brushes should actually be. I shall stop preening myself in a minute. Just work it around the old eyes. Oh, by the way, my sister wants me to, she's agreed for me to film her with me putting foundation on her face. So that might be tomorrow, might be the next day. We're not going to do it today though, because we've got relatives, more rowdy relatives coming tonight. So, but we're going to meet them at the pub, which is good because, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, beautiful ones? Do you know what I mean? Glad you know what I mean, because I don't know what I mean half the time. Oh, my glasses are filthy again. I can't see a thing. Okay, so what do we reckon? Can you see there? It's looking a little bit obvious to me. And that, I think that's because this isn't a silicone foundation. This is a water-based one. This is like a traditional sort of oil and water foundation, I assume, or it's just a water-based one. So they've mixed pigments with water. There's some xanthan gum in there. Oh, and this foundation also has retinol palmitate, ascorbyl palmitate, and tocopherol acetate in. Does anyone know what they are? Vitamins A, C, and E. So it's quite antioxidant rich, I would say, and this has also got, this formulation also has disodium EDTA in, which is a chelating agent, which means that it softens any water. You know, some waters can be really hard, can't they? Oh, it's had a like on one of my dating sites. Sorry, guys. It's always happening, though, beautiful ones. As I said yesterday, I am in demand. Right, okay. The love life never stops, even on holiday, does it, guys? Nope. Can't take a break from that, guys, can we? Work it into the old stoshy. And can you see the glow? I just thought I just saw it. You can see the sheen it's giving my skin, can't you? Again, I might just have to turn sideways and see how that looks. So do a 360. Stop it. We're not Regan again off The Exorcist, are we? No, we're not. So, I might just... The colour match is pretty good, but again, it's such a sheer formulation that if it was like bright orange, it still probably wouldn't show up as bright orange on my skin, although my skin is really, really pale anyway, which would make the colour stand out more. Although... I don't know what to make of this one. I'm probably not going to pass it because it stinks. It absolutely honks to high heaven of fungus. You smell that, guys? It stinks, doesn't it? We haven't invented smell-o-vision yet, guys, have we? The minute we do, I'll let you have a whiff of this one, shall I? It stinks, though, guys. It's really hard to try. It's almost got like a hutchy sort of smell to it, as well as an autumnal sort of dead leaves and mould. I guess that's spores. I wonder if it's gone off. Shall I have a little look and see if it's perhaps gone off? Typical for me to go and buy a foundation which went off years ago, wouldn't it? I don't even think there's this. Gone and thrown the shrink wrapping away now, and I bet you the best before date was on that. But it doesn't matter, guys. There's £3 again, you know, for the price of a less than a cheeseburger at McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's, so I wouldn't know, but is that a good analogy or a good comparison? I don't know. You beautiful ones out there must know. I'm not saying that all of you eat McDonald's. I'm not saying that at all, guys, because, you know, some of you must eat McDonald's at some point, and I even eat McDonald's at some point, but I don't eat there regularly enough to know the price of a double cheeseburger. Okay? Okay. I'll go and take some more photos, and then when I come back, we'll wrap up, shall we? Because I need to go and enjoy my holiday and go and grab time with my family. Okay? Okay. Right, beautiful ones. Here's another set of photos. This one, again, is me looking straight out of the window into natural daylight. And as you can see, it's pulling slightly orange. It's giving me a cast of a baked bean. So, yeah, mind you, it is 2 layers on. This one's me looking to the right. This one's me looking to the left. And me holding the camera above my head. So in all fairness, guys, I can't pass this with a clear conscience. I can't because of the smell. It just honks. It stinks of foul spores or, you know, that really horrible fungal sort of smell. It reminds me of a foundation which I think Avon used to sell years ago, and I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. However, I mean, obviously silicone foundations are a relatively new invention, and I far, far, far prefer the smell of silicone foundations, although this one, the Keep On Glowing foundation by Makeup Galleries, is far better than the Bourjois and the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid, and they both just physically nauseated me, as I keep saying to you guys, and you must be sick to death of me talking about how the stench of those foundations made me want to... But, okay, so... what I'll do, guys, is when I get back to Ely, is I'll do a blind review on this one because I can't find, I've just tried to find the website and I can't see it online anywhere. Although obviously when I get back to it I'll have more time, so I'll have a good investigation of this one. But no, it's a fail for me, definitely, because it just stinks, and there's no need for a foundation to smell that badly, is there? And there's nothing that I can see in the ingredients list which would cause such a noxious, foul, offensive smell as, you know, the stink of rotting mushrooms or autumn rotten. You know, that smell of mulch, isn't it? Mulch. That's the word. Mulch. That's the word we're looking for. Mulchy old foundation. Okay, guys, I better go now. I need to go and enjoy the rest of my holiday, and I'll be back tomorrow with day 5 of my holiday vlog. And all that remains for me is to wish you guys a gorgeous Wednesday, and I'll see you all very, very soon.